Hey everyone, thank you for listening to another episode of Spoiler Force Podcast courtesy of Popluck. You can find more episodes of Spoiler Force Podcast on Apple Podcast, SoundCloud, YouTube, or on Facebook at facebook.com/popluckpodcast.
Hey everybody, this is Jer. You guys are listening to Spoiler Force Podcast.
Episode 44 of Spoiler Force Podcast. My name is Ricky, and thank you for tuning in. So today's guest I have is someone that's with the Hmong production crew, and shout out to LP and TL and all those guys too for letting me use their the tracks for the podcast here. The guest I have is one of the talented artists from Michigan too, and he's just released a new song about 2 weeks ago, and he's got one dropping later tonight too, so stay tuned for that. Let me introduce my guest here, Jer Lee. Thank you for being on the podcast, and thank you for inviting me to your home.
Yeah, man, of course. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so I understand this is not your first podcast because you were on Snack and Chat with Paul and all those guys too.
I was.
So that was pretty cool. But now we get to sit down and just have you individually on the podcast as a guest too. So I'm very excited for this. This is actually my first time talking to you in person.
Yeah,
and
it actually is. Like I've seen you at the New Year's. I've seen you perform and stuff like that on stage, but I just never thought that you did videos like this or anything like this. So.
Yeah, this was totally brand new to me. So it's still very surreal for me when I think of myself getting to talk to Hmong artists like you or Paul and stuff like that. That's why on the episode of Paul I kind of geeked out a little bit because I'm like, holy shit, man, I'm talking to these artists. So
kind of when I first met him too.
Yeah, so it's very surreal sometimes. I've pretty much seen you guys grow as a group since you guys started back in 2012 too, so it's really great to see that you guys are slowly coming back again from your hiatus. And I know that with your music, a lot of people did or not just but they loved your last song that you did, because I believe when you did your album with TNT with Art, and then your solo album, it was more like a love type genre or emotional type. But this time your latest track that you dropped was more about your struggle and your work grind and something different from what you usually did. A lot of artists especially really enjoyed your content that you did. And the music video you shot that really well too. I know Dao too, and shout out to Dao. I met him a few times, and I think that was really cool. Didn't you just do a little clip of your guys recording on the roof? You or Luke almost fell off the roof.
Oh yeah, that was what is it? That was a video behind the scenes.
Right.
What is it? We had one of my buddies in the back, and he was just recording what we was doing, and he had Dow in it too, but he was kind of looking out and making sure wherever Dow was going, he don't trip over nothing. The roof was alright. It had a little flat spot, so it was actually safe to stand on top of the roof, so it was easier for us to do it, but we just had to look out, and that's it.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, a lot of the comments I've seen, they're how did they stay on top of the roof? It was pretty funny.
I see those comments too.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just, I want to get started with some of these general questions. That way, whether fans know or don't know, that way they get to hear it from you specifically. Right. So what kind of made you start your music? I know you've started pretty young, so what kind of just made you want to pursue your music career?
Like I said, in the music, I didn't think it was going to take me anywhere. Even when I started when I was younger. My brothers, I have a lot of brothers. There's 11 of us. The 4 oldest, they used to play a band back when we used to live in Detroit. They used to play a band, and then I was just a little kid running around, but I got inspired by that. But like I said, I was just young, so I didn't think it was gonna take us anywhere, but I did learn my first instrument, which is guitar, from my brother.
Nice. Okay.
My oldest brother, he taught me, but it never went anywhere from there, until I actually got with Art and LP and everybody,
Do you still play at all?
I play a little bit here and there. I'm rusty. I don't touch it all the time, but
Yeah, and just speaking about your brothers too, I think you had another feature with one of your other brothers, your younger brother Kenny, right? Yeah, he sang with you.
The one younger than me, right after me. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think some people got you guys mixed up at some point. They thought Kenny was you.
It's not just me and Kenny too. Sometimes they see my other brothers and they're confused too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sometimes they think I'm older than them.
Oh, okay.
So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. I mean, that you and your brothers are all into music. That's actually That's something I never knew. But I believe I've seen one of your older brothers play music before. He's with the K&B band, I think.
Yeah, K&B. He's the second oldest. He's the keyboard guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I've seen him at the New Year's then. Yeah, he helped me out when I was performing. He hooked me up with the guitar chord or something like that. Yeah, so he hooked me up with that. That was pretty...
they do that at like a lot of OG parties. They go to Wisconsin a lot, you know.
Okay.
Perform. They didn't just go. That's not the only place they went to. I know they went to other places, but yeah.
Okay, so also, was rap the first kind of thing that you started with, or was it always singing? Because I know you do like the Hmong, or at least the Hmong music that you do. You do more Hmong lyric type music. So, would you say you sang first or started rapping first?
When I met Art, we kind of just started doing both.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. We were just rapping. Next thing you know, we're singing and we're rapping because there's always like, oh, there's an open verse, and then there's like, oh, the hook, and then the hook we should sing, and then we should rap the verse or something, you know.
Okay, so you kind of just like played along with it, and
if you go back into our old pages, you could actually still find the old videos. It's very bad quality and stuff like that.
I think
so corny.
Well, I don't want to say bad quality, but like it wasn't that bad for its time. I think one of the first songs I heard you did was with Kayla Hang, I think that's her name, or Kayla Yang.
That was a cover she did.
Yeah.
Grand Piano by Nicki Minaj. I heard that and I just told him like, hey, you should do this because I think I can rap to this. You know, I want to rap to this. You know, and it'd be dope too. Even though I did that with Kayla, me and Kayla, we probably know each other just as, you know, who we are. But it's like we've never seen each other ever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, never. So it's kind of crazy too. You know, like things that I've done like all the way back there. I've never met those people, you know, till this day, you know. So.
Or just all through social media.
Yeah,
that's pretty. Yeah, I understand that. That's how it is for me and the next guest for later tonight with Van Brooks. I've never met him, but I've been friends with him on Facebook for like 4 years now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy what social media can do with like with the associates you can meet and.
Everybody sees everything. You know? Everybody sees people, you know, and.
Don't you find that kind of weird though? Like if you do meet someone on the internet and then when you meet them in person for the first time, it's like I don't know what to say to you because we've been like, conversing back and forth.
Yeah, maybe, but I mean, to me, it's just like, you know, if you're cool, then you're cool. You know, like,
right?
We all people. You know, like it's not wrong just saying what's up. You know, it's like I have you on Facebook. You know,
yeah.
You know, so it's like we say what's up. If you're comfortable, then say what's up. No.
Do you also produce your own music too? Like you did that on your own, or were you always working with like Paul and Art?
I don't produce. I'm not. I just like try to mix my own a little bit, but I'm not very good at it. Like I said, I just find my own stuff and I write. But my main thing is I just write. I try to like focus on my lyrics.
Okay.
You know?
Now, speaking of writing though, you write Hmong pretty well. So is that something that you grew up doing already before?
Yeah. Growing up, even though I went to school, it was like I went to school. I'll speak English and I'll come back home and back to my folks. I'll speak Hmong. You know.
All right.
So, cause like my grandma wouldn't understand. She's home all the time, so she talked Hmong to me. I would speak Hmong to her, cause she don't know English. You know. That's where I kept my Hmong in me. You know.
Again, back to when you and Art were doing the TNT thing. Like, Art had the more Americanized music, but you stuck with the more Hmong genre.
Yeah.
So you can see like how both of you like grew into your own. A lot of the stuff that you write, it's clearly more Hmong based.
Yeah.
And you write English as well too, but it's a lot of the songs that you've done have been in Hmong, which I think that's still pretty good. And it's pretty cool too because you're a young person that's still writing and reading and speaking in Hmong.
Yeah,
a lot of Hmong artists these days don't really do that. Now, are you still trying to incorporate that more into your music too? Like just keep it more Hmong based, or do you want to kind of branch out more?
I'm gonna branch out more. I thought about like giving up, but then I was just like, why not? I did it, so I don't know. Why not just keep doing it? And so I want to branch out, you know. I want to expand a little bit more than that. I want to do English. I want to drop more English.
Right.
You know.
So what kind of sparked that then? I guess, was it just the hiatus, or was it the fact that you couldn't let music go?
I don't know. I don't know what really sparked that. I guess it was just, you know, we've been quiet for a while, and you know, everybody been doing their own thing. I guess after what you go through, is just you feel like you just want to. I don't know how to say it, but let's say I guess a lot like held me back.
Oh, okay.
You know, so I just got distracted a lot by all those things. So now that all that is like kind of out of the way, you know, so I'm kind of like back on my feet now.
That's good then.
Yeah, so
that's good.
Like that.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Because you know a lot of artists tend to do get distracted with whether it's social media, personal life, and they kind of get they lose sight of what their actual goal was, whether it's music or podcasting or sports or something. You know,
and it happens. You know? It makes you realize where you really should be. You know.
Yeah.
sometimes you like it better than how you thought it would have turned out, you know. But
And I think that also like for artists in general, like you kind of realize after going through whatever you've gone through, you realize what's important to you. Like now you know that okay, music is what I want, and now you know that for sure it's not like where you kind of just wanted to dabble with it, but now you want to like pursue it. Yeah. So I think that's great that you've kind of seen after the hiatus. Now you know what you want. So now you can push forward with your music and create more content for not just yourself, but for audiences and, you know, for anyone really. So I guess with Hmong, you're still with them too, right? You're still under with Paul and T.O. and all them?
Yeah, I'm still with everybody. Everybody just... Art became a daddy. Tao became a daddy. Everybody disappeared on me. You know? I'm the only one there that don't got a wife, kids. You know.
Yeah, that's all right though.
It's all right. I mean, I still got some of the homies. You know, we kick it. You know, like I said, we barely see each other now because everybody's so busy doing things. You know.
I guess when you record your music, you're still going to Paul's studio, or do you do it at home now?
I record at home.
Okay.
Yeah, I record at home and I send my files over and they mix it. You know, they remake the music, everything, art or LP. You know, that's what I like too about our group. It's like there's a rapper where, you know, TL, and he's very Hmong too, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm a singer, but I'm very Hmong. Me and TL, we don't produce at all. We just like kind of just write and record. And then we have two producers. We have a rapper who produced, and we have a singer who produced. So it's kind of like we have a pretty good pair right there, you know what I'm saying? It works out. Like, I like working with them, you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy for me to communicate with them and work.
With the group like that, too, especially with another writer on board and then two producers, not just one. Now you got, like, multiple ways of looking at your tracks to make sure, like, it's good. That way you don't, like, doubt yourself.
Yeah, like, before I drop anything, I have to, you know, show them, like, hey, you know, tell me what you guys think. Because, like, I ain't going to drop it if it ain't good, you know? Y'all going to fix it up, or, you know, we going to make some changes, whatever, you know?
Yeah, that's fantastic, really. I never really thought about that way, too. Like, with your group, I always thought that I figured it was just always one or the other, but to have all of you guys working on just even one song, you know, I think that's great to know that you guys are all working together with it. That's what kind of keeps you guys all together. Whether, like, you guys are, you know, doing your own thing or not, the music is still there. You've been performing since you were, what, like 17, 18? Younger than that?
Younger than that, but... nothing big, you know, just New Year's.
Right.
We go to the tournament. We'll go sing at the stage or whatever. Me and Art be carrying a guitar around, and we're like, forget it. Let's go sing. Why not? And we just go on stage and sing.
You know, when you think back to then, though, when you were that young and then doing your music now, like, how much do you think has changed when it comes to your growth in music?
I think a lot has changed because, like I said, I didn't even think any of this was gonna happen. You know, so. I just thought about, like, I was going to be on my own and how am I going to do this by myself, you know. Yeah, especially with such a big family, too, you know. Like,
right.
Yeah, it's hard to, like, get a good place to, like, record and work, you know. But
it all works out, man.
Yeah, it all works out.
Now, like, when you perform live, though, do you still remember, like, when you first performed live versus, like, performing more recently?
I shake, you know, but, I mean, I still shake, too, here and there. But it just depends on how I'm feeling. But a lot has changed, though, definitely, because I don't know, you were so young back then, and now that I feel like it's a thing that I can actually do, you know, like.
Right, the experience is there.
Yeah, and I feel like I know what I'm kind of doing, you know.
Did you perform at all the last New Year at all here?
No, I've performed. I haven't traveled in like probably a year, maybe 2.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We haven't been out.
So you kind of just been working on your craft and just writing. And...
yeah, focusing on that, you know, just getting on with life. That's it.
Okay. Yeah. You've had the opportunities to work with a bunch of different artists. You know, for example, like David, Pong, Kala University. You were featured on one of her tracks.
Great,
yeah, a lot of different artists. You know, and I guess from that experience too, I wanted to ask, like, I guess out of all these artists, besides Peb Hmoob, right?
Yeah.
Besides out of all these artists, for you personally, who do you think worked well with you the best? And this is, for those who are listening, this is not to downplay anyone.
Yeah, no, it's not. No, but it's just like you asked me that, like, kind of like out of the blue too. Like, it's something that I wouldn't think, you know. But now that you said that, out of all the people I've worked with, but I would say Jennifer.
Okay, yeah. You had another song with her too, right? Besides the remix of Yatsa, you had one remix,
on your... and I dropped one
It was on your solo album, right?
Oh, Yochumoka.
Yeah.
Yochumoka. That was on my solo album. Yeah. That song I did with her. I feel like it's just easier to work with her because I feel like me and her voice is kind of like the same tone, I guess you could say. Like I listen to her song and I can sing her song just like her, you know. But it's just that I have a guy's voice.
Right. Okay.
You know, but
so you guys like the sound.
Yeah.
Kind of goes well together when it comes to singing with her.
And she could write, you know. She got lyrics. I like her writing, you know, and her singing is great, you know. So it's all good.
On this note, with all these artists, you know, like everyone's dropping music, not just this week, but almost this past month, really. Because David just recently dropped his video yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then again, like Chinchilla.
It's dope, man, dude. Everybody like. Everybody's coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, and
it's
that's really... what's great too. I think that's what's great timing for you too, because now it's like, well, we got like this whole new wave of new music just coming in at once now. So it's not like where you're waiting every other month for someone's new song or just a new song.
It's good to see that because I'm not the only one doing it. Everybody else is doing it.
Yeah,
we all rise up together. You know what I'm saying? Because
I think that's how it should be. I think that's really encouraging too to see that not just. You don't feel like it's just you working.
Yeah, we just want to do music. We just want to put in work. You know, put something out for people. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what I don't know, man. Like you said, it's been coming in pretty good. So.
And shout out to all the artists that I've mentioned. I'll definitely have their more new music videos and the links in the description and stuff so you guys can check them out. I guess now that we're on the topic of new songs, I know you're going to drop your song Tears later tonight or later today.
Yeah, later in a bit probably.
Pretty much after the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you're listening, then this is right before Tears drop. I would ask you who's the features, but I'll wait on that. I'll wait till you reveal who it is. But
I already did.
Oh, you revealed it?
Yeah, I already did, so.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. Korasu from Minnesota.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know have you heard of him?
No, I
Yeah, he's a rapper. He's a dope rapper too. So everybody should look out for that. You know.
Okay.
Like, check out the song and take a listen to the song because you know.
I was assuming there was another, I guess, Michigan artist. I don't know why I thought like that, but that's pretty cool too to work with.
I don't even know if he's from Minnesota. I think he's from Minnesota. I'm not sure.
I'll be looking forward towards the new song too. And for the listeners, make sure you listen to Jer's new song Tears later tonight. So it'll probably be out by the time this episode's uploaded, but definitely check it out. Now, are there any Michigan artists that you have your eyes on that you think would work well with you?
They're not. I wouldn't say they're artists, but they're like friends of mine. They have like the same passion in music too. You know? Okay. And they have a great voice. And I had a couple friends that I told them like I'm for real. You know, I'll put you on too. You know, just come by. You know, hit me up. We have time. Then we'll find time for each other. Just come by the studio. We'll write. You know, make a song or something. Because they could sing and they have the same passion too. You know, I could push them out, and they could do their own thing. You know.
Have you thought about like I guess charging for features or anything like that?
No. Pretty sure I should. I don't know. I gotta expand more. I gotta go bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't just be like this.
You want to have more experience.
Yeah, I can't just be like this and like want to start charging people for like features. Like, oh, I want to put you on a song, but you gonna charge me? You know, like you ain't even that good. You know, like, which I'm not saying I'm the best. You know, so that's why I'm not like trying to charge nobody. You know, people want to do songs that I'm just down to collab with everybody. You know.
I think it's a little bit more harder, I guess, or difficult for music artists, especially.
But I understand for like if you were to like try to aim for like you know mainstream or like go out in the you know Hmong industry, then that's different though, you know.
Right, but not just like local or like someone trying
or just like in the Hmong music industry, you know.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it a little bit hard because now you got to really differentiate between again like you were saying mainstream or even YouTube mainstream artists and versus like where you're at.
They've talked about it. Kalia, what is it? There's KT and them, you know, going up there. It's dope, man. You know, to see your own people like go up there, you know, and try to go mainstream and all that shit. You know, get out of the Hmong industry a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I think that's what makes a lot of. I think that's what really was holding back a lot of Hmong artists. You know, I think the fear of breaking out of the community, where you want to stay in with your people because that's where you know your support's at. But when you kind of do things out of that, I guess tradition or that cycle, then it gives a whole new aspect of what you could do if you were to break out of the Hmong community. I think I've always used Kalia as an example in my podcast. Like she's a great example of breaking out of the cycle or traditions.
Yeah, definitely. Like the new sounds that she put out.
Yeah.
You know, especially with Chinchilla too. You know, it's different, you know, and it's something that the younger generation definitely look up to. You know what I'm saying?
I guess with the sound of your music, is that something you want to try to changing or molding a little bit too?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to change around a little bit. Like I said, I got my guys, so they can help me out with that. You know.
You released your most recent song. I wrote down the title. Hold on, I want to make sure I pronounce it right because my manga isn't that great. So
yeah, Mukatao.
Mukatao, yes.
Yeah,
You just released that song not even 2 weeks ago, and I think you hit over 100K views already.
I think it's
or pretty close.
Yeah, pretty close. I think it's like 95 something K.
I think I saw LP's post and he's like riding up to 100K. So you're almost there.
Yeah,
but
I was pretty shocked though. I didn't think it was gonna catch people's attention or anything like that. You know, like even when I was mentioning to people like I'm coming on a music video, but I feel like people just think I'm playing this shit. Sometimes.
I think that's dope though. Like the fact that you just dropped it so recently and it's already climbing that quick. Yeah. I think like we were saying earlier in this podcast, like the topic that you brought in was much different. Yeah. So I think that kind of drew in more new viewers and more older viewers too. And shout out to DC, man, because like DC's reaction to that, dude. I think that.
No, that kind of had me shook, like.
Because he's reacted to one of your videos before.
Yeah, he did. It was a song featuring LP.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he had me speechless for a second though. Like I thought he was crying or something. I didn't talk, man. I couldn't talk. I just showed my brother like, dude, he for real, man. Like dang, I really hit people. Like my songs really hit people like that, Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like talking about earlier, like I didn't expect it to be, a hit or anything. But just dropping it, I was just like, I don't even care if people care or if people listen to it. If they listen to it, they like it, then they like it. They don't, then forget it, But
I find that so. It's like a pattern, like the things that you don't expect to blow up, and then the things you want to push out kind of like decline a little bit. Yeah, So I think that's so cool because it's not just music, but it's pretty much everything that any artist or content creator does. It's like the things you don't expect. Those are the ones that catch people's attention. I think with this new song you did, really caught people's attention. And again, shout out to DC because his reaction was. He's always genuine when it comes to his reaction. And the fact that DC. I don't know if you got to confirm this with us, man, because I don't know if you were crying, but man, that was damn close.
No. I don't think he was crying. He was definitely not crying.
But. That was damn near close, though. But man, the last few seconds, man, like you could tell, like he was so just motivated by what you were writing and what you were saying.
And if he's listening to this, then just so you know, man, that motivated me a lot more too.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, I was shook. Like at first, you always that like funny dude like, damn, damn, But then at the same time, it's like, damn, like you for real? Like it really hit you. Like you put your head down. I'm like shit. For real.
Yeah, his body language spoke so much.
Yeah, it motivated me a lot more too. Like maybe I should keep up with what I'm doing. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it means a lot especially when it comes to writing, to know that what you write out of your experiences kind of relates to just more people than you would expect. Yeah. And I think like that's what that song was really for a lot of people, especially for me too. And when I would listen to it, and especially you talk about like in your first verse, just struggling with money and finances and just trying to push and get your dream. And I think a lot of content creators can relate to that because we're all working pretty much 9 to 5 and then doing our whatever we're trying to pursue on the side too as a secondary job. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to balance that and with with the real life stuff like the economy and all that stuff, man, it makes it that much harder.
Yeah, I've seen comments on there like somebody commented like he was like there's no struggle only if you don't allow it, but I'm just but that's the thing people don't get though. Everybody grew up differently. Not everybody growing up having the best shit ever, Not everybody growing up like it was so easy, It's hard. It's different, Everybody came from different places. Everybody grew up differently. It's different for everybody.
Yeah, I feel like those kind of comments with, there's no struggle, like whoever that was saying
like,
that.
Damn, you must be having it good.
Yeah, like you really must have not struggled to not know what struggling is, because I think struggling is more than just like physical and financial. It's mental, emotional. And that kind of support that honestly a lot of Hmong kids don't really get, because whether you're raised in a very traditional family or more Americanized family, it's within that community. If you don't have that support from anyone, then it's hard to kind of come up on your own. And that's what I've been learning with my podcast too. Like It's like I realized like before when I was starting with the Poplar guys, man, you know, I never really tried to reach out to the Hmong people. And then just recently, this past year, I'm slowly getting into
but
it.
I see you working though. You know, I see you. You know, putting on what episode you on right now?
Right now, what we're recording is 44, and then tonight with Van Brooks is 45.
Yeah, I see you working, dude. Like I said, I've seen you at places. You know, I've seen you perform on stage way before you started doing this. You know, like I said, but you know, I see you working, and I think it's a good thing. You know, I think it's a good thing because you working, you pulling everybody. You know, you talking to people that you know you think that is a good thing that people will listen to, you know, for a podcast. You know, they could be at work listening to this.
Yeah.
I'll be at work listening to this.
Thank you. You know, the things too, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's hard when you're doing it by yourself, right? Like for me, again, I've only been doing this for less than a year, and I've learned a lot within that time to kind of just reach out to anyone really. And honestly, like you and Paul or like DC, like I was so nervous because like I guess for me growing up, like you were saying how we all grew up differently. I never really grew up within the Hmong community. So now that I'm slowly getting my feet wet, slowly coming into this community, I'm realizing like, man, there is a lot of support. Yeah. And I guess I just never seen it like this. So I think it's great. And especially again with your music, man, it's really making people see that we can really rise up as a people and kind of just push out whatever we want to push out, whether it's cooking content or podcasts or whatever.
To be honest, without this Hmong music industry, I probably wouldn't even have a fan base. You know, like I have my old friends from high school that I don't even fuck with. You know, like I see them, they see me on Facebook and they see me blow. They're like, whoa, you know. But they look at my comments, they look at my likes, and there's a bunch of Asian people. You know, but you know, and sometimes I have my like good friend from high school. You know, Mika people too, especially not even Hmong people. You know, they'll like it. They'll be like, oh, this is dope. You know, I have my teachers from high school like, oh, hey, you're a singer now? Like what? No, but they don't even know what I'm saying. You know, I'm singing in Hmong. They don't even know what I'm saying, but they're like, "Whoa, you blew up! Like, you know, you got a lot of views on this, blah blah stuff like that." You know, so yeah. So without the Hmong industry, I don't even think that I would have a certain type of fan base, you know,
right?
To like
I think that's what really matters too.
Yeah,
you know?
it does matter. It matters a lot. You know?
People kind of want to knock down in the Hmong community and the typical Hmong Chith Hmong thing, but I think it's more like. If you can find your niche in the Hmong community, you'll get support.
Yeah, you can find it. It's just you know, it's you know, go on. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You know how you want to find it, and you know how you want to work around the Hmong community. You know, there's a lot of ways. You know, like especially here, Jackson, he helped a lot. You know Jackson Chang, right?
Jackson Chang.
He does. Bald dude does all the Hmong New Year stuff.
Oh yes, okay.
For the Hmong community,
okay, yes.
Yeah. He helps a lot. You know, and what he's doing is good. It has been good because. You know, we lost our old spot, you know. So it's good that he's like bringing us around. He's trying to bring people from out of state, you know, make the community a little bigger, you know, make tournaments a little bigger. I see where he's going, you know, but everybody got to work together, you know.
Yeah. But speaking of high school, which high school did you go to? Centerline?
Yeah, I went to Centerline.
I did too. I graduated class of 11.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I graduated 15.
Okay, so I was gone by the time you came into high school then. Okay, I knew I recognized some of your brothers from the video. I'm like, I went to school with some of them, so I recognized them.
You probably know some of my brothers then.
Well, I don't think I've known. I've seen them.
Oh, okay.
That for sure.
Oh, probably. Yeah, at school.
Yeah, you and your brothers all have a distinct look, so I could tell that. Okay, you guys are all brothers. Yeah, so I just wanted to clear that out the way. I kind of
like I said, everybody in Michigan probably know each other, you know, like, all the time, you know, so.
It's pretty cool. Like, let's see, when you graduated 15, so I guess for all these Centerline alumni, now that you know that Jer's a Centerline alumni too, who was one of your favorite teachers there?
Mr. Martinez.
Martinez?
The keyboard dude, man. It was, he was cool, man. He'll take us out of class. We'll go hit the gym. We'll go hit the weights. We'll go play basketball.
Nothing to do with your class.
Right after lunch, we leave lunch. We supposed to go to class, but we'll go there. Or I ain't trying to like expose. I don't know if he's still a teacher. I ain't even trying to expose him. But he was cool, man. You know, it wasn't like that. He didn't let us slide all the time. Right? We had to be good, but you know, we was good too. We was cool enough to the point where he'll let us do that, you know. So it's cool.
Yeah, I had him from one class.
Yeah, he was a cool dude.
Yeah. I never got to do that, but then he let me he let my class, but at least we got to slip away with. At the time, we were doing like proxies to get on like MySpace and Facebook at that time.
Yeah.
So he would let us get away with that.
Yeah, there'll be days where he's like, oh, I ain't feeling it today. You guys go ahead and do whatever. Just do you guys work that you guys gotta do. Then you're done. Y'all can play games, whatever, on the computer. Everybody's sitting there talking, playing games. Everybody get their phones out.
That's dope. Yeah, I think one of my favorite teachers was Miss G. Did you ever have her for visual imaging? I think it was like for Photoshop and stuff like that. She printed T-shirts. I don't know if she was still there if you were there.
She's
Giacona.
Yes, I remember her.
Yeah.
Giacona, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember her.
Yeah.
I don't think she liked me very much. I felt like I was a bad kid in there because we were always like throw shit around. Yeah, so
like I had her my freshman year. I had her for visual imaging 1. She liked me a lot then, and then I think for senior year I had visual imaging 2.
Yeah, she was a cool teacher.
Yeah, I got on her nerves though. I got away with too much stuff.
Yeah.
I think there was like one point where we were watching like UFC fights in her classroom, and she hated it, and so like she would. I think at that time they let the teachers control our computers.
Yeah.
So she would go to mine and always shut mine off.
They could just shut. Yeah, they shut you right off.
Yeah,
I remember those days.
Yeah, so she did that to me a lot whenever I watched like UFC fights, and I think there was one time where Timothy DeLaGhetto had that shirt, Love Skeet Peace and Cheese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I was trying to remake that for a T-shirt, and she was like, "What does skeet mean, Ricky?" I'm like, it means love, So
Yeah.
she literally looked it up.
Dude, man.
And was like, "No, I can't have you make that shirt."
Dude, I'll be damned if one of these teachers see this podcast.
I hope so, man. That'd be so dope. Like
that'd be funny as hell.
Like,
I hope they comment on it too.
I don't know. I'm not really friends with any teachers from Centerline, but then I know a lot of the friends that I graduated with on Facebook. They're still friends with like some of the teachers. So I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool to see if a teacher kind of like comments or looks at this. But yeah, man, Centerline days was honestly my experience in high school wasn't so great, but I think at the end it's
I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's over, So I think it's great that we've been able to get away from that and grow from that.
Yeah.
But on with these questions. I know that was a big tangent of reminiscing about Centerline.
Long time, man.
Yeah, it really is. With today's community in the Hmong industry in general, and just like entertainment in general, what's your thought on it with the growth, especially from last year, man? Like that big boom from the last quarter of last year. All these artists, Sons of No Town, KT with his Kana song, like everyone just came out of nowhere and this huge wave, and we're still riding that wave. So what's your thought on that with the impact of the community?
All I know is everybody's doing their thing, and everything that they put out is dope. It's work. Dude, I bump everybody's shit every day.
Yeah.
Like even when I'm at work, I listen to Hmong songs. Like I have songs that I listen to like in the Hmong industry, like the Hmong artists, huh? And I have a playlist of that. Anybody. KT, SON, fucking Khalid and them, Chinchilla. Like I said, Northwest AR, Sean.
Yeah.
All the artists. David. Everybody. I listen to that at work every day. It's dope. I think it's dope that everybody's doing their thing, and I can only see it go bigger from here. I don't see it go any other way than just going up from here.
Yeah,
for
I agree.
Everybody.
I agree 100% with that.
Like you said, like I said, there's just the past year or two, there's a lot of artists that came out, like new artists too.
Yeah.
Very talented people, younger people too. That's even greater.
And that's what really catches me off guard. I think I spoke with DC about this too on our episode together. Like, it surprises me that like there's a lot of young artists, especially like within their early 20s, even younger than that can still rap, sing, write in Hmong. And I think that's so shocking to me because like there's still kids like that.
Yeah.
That grew up within our community that's still pursuing that and not just trying to go mainstream or try to be like a SoundCloud rapper or take the easy way out.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that's really really cool to see that there's still a lot of Hmong youth that are pursuing that. I think that again with you guys being the trendsetters,
it's like instead of going mainstream, going off on yourself, like you joining the Hmong community to start where it is, especially Hmong too, expanding your Hmong music too, especially.
I think it's great too. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like for you guys started like you, David, all you guys started way back, like before it got big. So you guys helped create all these new Hmong artists to make them realize like, oh, it's still cool to do Hmong music. It's not like before where Hmong music wasn't so as it is now. And I think with this new change of sound and this new mainstream type of feel to Hmong music, I think that's what makes it really unique for all these younger artists to come out. You've been posting pictures of your weight loss.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I have.
That's within like what, a month and a half now.
Yeah, I haven't been posting, but I've still been hitting the gym. I run like a mile and a half, 2 miles every other day, depending on how I'm feeling, you know. But I get at least over a mile in
Nice.
a day, and I work out.
You cut down a lot of carbs too, right?
Yeah, I stopped beer. I mean, I still cheat rice and beer here and there, of course, you know. But my diet is pretty like serious too. Like
Okay.
I would say, if I was to cheat, I'd probably cheat like rice. Like if I was to even cheat, it would probably be just once a week.
Damn.
Yeah, and it won't even be like a good sized meal. It's like a small portion, like a little bowl, small portion. And if I was to cheat like alcohol, I'll probably drink like 2 days out of the week, maybe 3.
Okay.
But like I wouldn't get like too drunk or like over bloated myself, you know. So
And with this dietary change, obviously there are effects to making your body change physically, but I think mentally, do you feel a lot better too now?
yeah, I feel a lot healthier because it's been a long time. I've been out of shape, you know. I've been just working, and
Right.
you know, I smoke too, so it's like at the same time, like I run the mile every day, and it makes me feel like I can breathe, I can sing, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I think that's great that you've shown your progress pictures. And I think one of your, one of your Facebook pictures? Like you hold the little bottle of liquor with the gun.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
could definitely see the definition change.
Yeah, yeah. I went from 193 to 170. No, 175, 176. I would
Nice.
say. Yeah.
Okay.
That's like where I'm at right now, but I'm trying to go to 70.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good, man. Good to stay healthy. I got to get on that too. Yeah, because
but it's a good thing though, just to be healthy, you know.
Yeah.
And be in shape, you know. Be strong, and that's it, you know.
Yeah, I think even now, you know, I think mentally it's so good to try to be healthy, whether it's physically or mentally. It's good to, especially when you're creating content, you know, because that way you don't feel like you're dragging out or feel like you're forcing yourself to do this kind of stuff, because you stay positive, you work positive, and it has a long-term effect on that. I think that's great though. It's great that you've not just improved your music as well, but you're improving yourself, which is great. And I think that's going to pay off in the long run.
It's a good feeling, man.
Yeah. That's
good.
good.
I keep trying to get my brothers to go. You know, I got my older brothers to go. My little brother got me to go. I go every other day now.
Nice.
So
and that's great that you come from such a big family. So like you're not doing it by yourself.
Yeah.
Were there any artists that you were looking out for that you wanted to feature?
There's a lot. I don't know where to start. There's a lot of artists that I want to feature, but I don't know where to start. I've been told like a lot of artists like, yeah, we're gonna work. You know. Whenever y'all down there, we're gonna do some work, but it's never really happened. But you know, this time I guess I'm really trying to make something happen. So
I guess are you aiming for more, I guess, local artists, or were you trying to get with like, I guess, more of the bigger Hmong artists too?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Don't matter.
Yeah, whoever's willing to work with you, right?
Yeah, whoever's willing to work. You know, if it's music, it sounds dope, then we do it. You know, if I like it, then we do it.
Are you gonna try to get TL back on a feature, I guess, with some of your songs?
Oh yeah, it's coming. We got something for y'all, but it's gonna wait.
Yeah, because I got a lot of there's some fans that listen to the podcast that's really they've asked me before when I was having Paul on the podcast. They're like, make sure you ask about TL, you know. So I want my listeners to know like TL is still working.
Yeah,
you know, he's gonna come back eventually.
Been quiet, but he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And I think y'all gonna like it too, cause I like it.
Yeah, because I think LP was telling me that he wants to make sure when he drops the album or his project, it has to be good.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm really looking forward to not just you, but Baymong, you guys all come back. That I think a lot of people are looking forward to that.
Yeah, like I feel like I'm getting to the point where if I like it and then I know it's good, then I'm gonna just drop it, like without going to LP and them.
Oh, okay.
But not, I mean, they're gonna know that I'm gonna be dropping songs,
right?
Of course. But like just doing like my mix, you know, dropping my own sound, and you know. But I feel like I'm just not there yet. I'm not 100% with everything, you know. So I always go to them for now, like just asking them like, hey, what about this? What about that? You know, what y'all think about this? But I feel like that it is coming to a close end. Like I do feel like I'm a little more comfortable with my like mixing, the way I sound, recording, and stuff like that. So.
Are you studying that stuff too, like programming and all?
No, not really. I tried FL Studio. They got it for me. Yeah, they told me to try to do it. I tried to do it. I tried to make a beat, made it, save it, and the next day I just never really touched it again because it was, I don't know, it was hard for me to like just try to learn it, you know. But like Art told me, it takes time. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of practicing. I'm still,
and I'm not much of a computer head too, you know.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, so,
that's understandable.
Yeah, so
I'm not either. I'm not tech savvy.
yeah.
A lot of the podcast stuff, I either knew people who are good at the equipment, like all this recording stuff that I'm doing, like all the programs I use. My cousin from Wisconsin, he hooked me up. Like, he was showing me how to do all this stuff. Like, this is what you use. This is how you do it.
Yeah.
And then, like, you know, YouTube's a great place to learn. Tutorials are everywhere. So it took me some time to kind of even get to where I'm at just a little bit, but I'm still working on it too.
Oh yeah, that's what Art tells me all the time.
Yeah.
YouTube, man. YouTube.
Now I do got some fan questions here. Some of these names you may know. So the first question is from a good friend of mine, Sang Lor. You should know who he is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
Now, his question is: do you plan to make any merch for yourself or brand yourself? Do you want to just continue to stay with the Peb Hmoob brand?
It's gonna be just Peb Hmoob merch for now. If anything, I'll come up with a logo maybe for a song, for an album or something.
So another question from another good friend of mine, T Yang or Fatih. You should know who he is.
I know him too. It's been a long time though. I haven't seen him so long. I always see him at like July 4th, or I see him at Memorial or something like that. Always, but
yeah, he like we were just conversing before I saw you outside. He was telling me like, you know, like Jer's. He was telling me like Jer's one of my favorite artists from Michigan. So he wanted to let you know that. But
from Michigan.
Yeah. But speaking of T, quick shout out to T because he's just did his Facebook page and Instagram page. Make sure you guys follow T Yang's art. He does drawings and portraits.
Yeah, I be seeing that shit. That shit's dope. Dude.
Yeah.
I commented on one of his things. I told him he should do tattoos. Because he's good with portraits, you know?
Yeah, a lot of us was telling him that. We were like, dude, how come you don't ever post this stuff? He goes, oh, I don't know. I was like, you got nothing to lose, man.
You got the steady hands, man. Dude, portraits are dope.
I can say this. His next project is dope. Like, he got a lot of views from his Hmong drawing he did with, like, Tuya and the older Hmong singers. Yeah. His next one he's doing is gonna be dope.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. Those are dope, dude.
Yeah, I can't say what it is yet, but he's shown me a preview of what his next drawing is. It's badass.
All right.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna have to follow the page to see for myself.
Yeah, for sure. Again, make sure you guys follow T Yang's Facebook art page. It's T Yang's art. It's exactly how it sounds. TEEYANGSART. So make sure you guys follow that. But T's question to you is, as of right now, who are your favorite, I guess, rappers, whether it's mainstream or in the Hmong community?
I don't really have like a favorite. You know, I listen to a lot of people, so I wouldn't say I have a favorite. But let's say something that I would play and listen to every other day, maybe. Now, I still bump KT shit every other day. Just rappers.
Yeah, whether mainstream Hmong, just whoever your favorite rappers are.
Yeah. I'm not much of a rapper too. That's why.
Oh, okay.
That's why I don't know much artists. But what is it? The other day, just a couple weeks ago, we went to the Royce the 5'9".
Oh yeah.
I was telling Alfina, man, y'all should bring me out to these concerts somewhere, you know, so I can like experience and know more rappers, you know, and start listening to more rappers. Because I'm, like I said, I'm trying to expand, you know, I'm trying to like, you know.
It's a good way to network over there.
Yeah, especially like Main Street, you know. I don't know a lot of Main Street artists. But like talking about like the Hmong industry, then I know most of them.
Yeah, I think with mainstream artists, like it's you're most likely gonna meet either their producer or their agent. I haven't met any like mainstream rapper, but like when it comes to like just an entertainer, I've met some. Usually, when I did try to branch out to them, they always sent me to their agent. So like it's pretty hard. But then like, if you can get contact with someone that knows them, you got your foot in the door, sort of. But I think that's awesome that LP did that for you guys. He bought the tickets and everything for you guys, and you guys just went. Yeah.
No, we paid him back.
Oh, okay.
We paid him for it too.
Yeah, because he showed the ticket price on his Facebook. I'm like, oh, that's a lot.
We're supposed to get a free album. I think we got it too. He sent us the link, but yeah.
Oh, okay. With 2020 just ending its first quarter, and with the second quarter coming up, you know, that's going to be the big season where July 4th and all the summer stuff. Can you spill anything about your future projects at all?
I have something planned, but I don't know where it's going to go yet, and I feel like I don't want to say nothing if it's not gonna happen too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I do plan on doing more projects. Then I'm gonna stop, like in the middle of the year. Towards the end of the year, I'm just gonna stop to like work on my album though. So,
Okay,
like,
so
hopefully,
that's what you're planning to do.
yeah. So hopefully,
Okay.
like next year or something, I'll come out with a new album or something.
So for now, you're just gonna just drop some singles
Yeah,
here and there.
drop some singles.
Okay.
But definitely towards the end of the year, I'm gonna do more projects, music videos, features. I'm gonna try to go out of state, work with some people around.
Nice. Yeah, and like even speaking out of state, you worked with Young B too, right? That was out of state.
Yeah, I
Nice.
worked with Young B, but they came here.
Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know
They
that.
came here, so Dow shot the video, so they came here, and so everything was easy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. I thought you'd been like up to where they were at. That's
Nah,
that's
they-
nice.
they had come down here, so yeah, it was a dope opportunity. You know, like they was down to come down here. They were like, if you know, it don't matter. You know, y'all can come up here, or y'all want that we can just drive down there. I was like, oh shit. I mean, my guy's down here. Plus, I think Dow's like kind of busy sometimes too. Like he shoot other people's stuff too. So, yeah, he was like he think it was a good idea, better idea if they just come down here. So I just told him, and everything works out fine. They came
Nice.
through, we shot it.
Do you have any plugs or any shout outs you wanted to do on the podcast? Let people know where they can contact you.
Just shout out to my fans, you know, my supporters, and my family that supports me all the way. You know, ever since day one. That's it. All the people that inspired me, my group. You know, the people that I see every day. You know, like I said, the people in my music video. You know, I couldn't do all that without them. So just big shout out to them. Shout out to you. You know, everybody. You know, everybody should check this out. You know, what is it called?
Spoiler Force Podcast.
Yeah, I can't say it. Spoiler Force Podcast. Yes, that's what it is. All right. Yeah, but y'all should check it out. Y'all know where it is.
Yeah, and thank you for this opportunity, Jared. It's great. You know, I love the fact that you were open with letting me come to your home and do this podcast. It's much different doing it in person than having someone over the audio call. You know,
it's an honor to have you, man.
Thank you again, man. These kind of opportunities are slowly coming for me, and I'm still taking it in, man. Like I'm still, like, even for like if you're the listeners that are listening now, even later tonight, I'm recording with Van Brooks again, and so it's just I don't know. It's very hard for me to accept that. Like holy shit, like people listen to my podcast, you know. So it's really cool. That's why I get how you feel like when you know with your recent video how you seen it blown up. So I think it's great.
I don't know how people's gonna react to it. I just do it.
Yeah, exactly. And so I hope to have you on the podcast sometime again, man. That'd be great to kind of keep up with you, let people know what you're doing. Hopefully I can try to get you and the Hmong guys on my podcast too, you know. That way it'll be really cool to have like the entire crew together.
That'd be sweet. We can probably work on something together, you know.
Yeah, so I look forward to that, and keep it up with your music, man. And I know later tonight you're dropping your new song, so I'm looking forward to that.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it a lot, bro.
Yeah, and for the listeners, by the time this episode airs or is up online, you've probably listened to Tears a bunch of times already.
Yeah,
video. So definitely leave your comments and reviews of Tears for Jared to see and give him great feedback as well. So again, this is Spoiler Force Podcast episode 44. Thank you guys for listening, and make sure you listen to the episode 45 with Van Brooks right after, because they're both coming out back to back on Sunday night. So again, thank you, Jared, for inviting me over.
Thank you, man.
And hope you guys have a good day. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to subscribe, follow, like, share, comment, and rate Spoiler Force Podcast. For comments, questions, concerns, and criticism, you can email Spoiler Force Podcast at popluckpodcast, popluckpodcast @gmail.com, or contact me personally on Instagram.com/RickyVang92, RickyVang92.